Hi, this is Jim Robinson with ProfitTrading.com, and we're going to take a look at a trade we're in the premium commodity newsletter. March cocoa. Um, Basically, it kind of made a triangle or a consolidation, however you'd look at it here. And then, excuse me, we went long on the above the high of this day. So in this day's newsletter, I said buy if this high was taken out, which was at 30.51. So we went long the next day here at 30.51. Actually, you can see it better down here a little bit. When this day's high was taken out, we went long on this day at 30.51, and it's trading around the 3,300 area right now. So far we got a good trade going. Again, I'm not going to get too excited about it, even though it looks good so far. You know, cocoa can just turn around in a heartbeat. So we're going to be cautious and careful. But if this trade does continue to trend here like it looks like it's going to do, I plan on holding it for everything it's worth, and I think this has the possibility to turn into a really big trade for us. Now here's a few things you could look at to have gotten long cocoa. These are the 10-10 bands I use. These are the 10-day moving average of the high and 10-day moving average of the low, and that's simple moving averages. And I just get those on barchart.com. That's where, and a lot of software packages have them too, so they're not too hard to find. Not every place has them. Now, 2 bars above the bands, usually the rule of thumb is 2 full bars above the bands is a buy signal. So here's 2 full bars above the bands. And then some people will say just buy, but I like to have this high taken out. I just think that makes sense for more confirmation. So I really went high on this 2 bars above the bands. But this was a legitimate buy, and then it came down and tested the band, and that's what it does a lot of times. It will come down, and sometimes it'll just take off, and sometimes it'll come down and test. That's why you just kind of got to buy, because if you don't buy, then a lot of times it'll take off without you. But when you do buy, and if it comes down to test this lower band, you know that that's usually going to be a good support level. So then cocoa kind of traded sideways in here, kind of put in a triangle, and then it came below the bands here. But if you'll notice, it never took out this low back here. So this buy signal to me was still on, or still good, however you want to say it. And it came below the bands here, and it did put in 2 full bars below. But if you'll notice, it never really took out that low. That's another thing that to me says the trend is still up. And then when cocoa got up into here, I still consider the trend up on the 10-10 bands, and I got a buy signal with a number of different things I use. I mean, I look at a lot of different technical indicators, and I use a lot of different things, but just basically it just came down to I just thought cocoa was going to go up. And now we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full bars above the bands. The more bars above the bands, the odds are the higher it will go. Again, it doesn't always work, but it works more often than not. So again, it's something good to know. So right now we've got 5 bars above the bands, and then obviously since it's trading so high up here above the bands, unless it were to really collapse, there's going to probably be another couple 2 or 3 bars above the bands. Even if it just started going sideways, there's going to probably be another 2, 3, 4 bars above the bands. So that'd be like 9 bars above the bands. So 9 bars above the bands is a good sign of strength, and it says the buyers are in control. And that's why, again, if this market holds up and keeps going higher, that shows a lot of strength in this market, and that puts the odds with much higher prices ahead. So that's why I have every intention of holding this for as long as possible in the premium newsletter right now. Now again, it's a day-by-day thing. If cocoa were to put in a reversal bar today and it looked like we were going to lose what profit we had or something, tonight I might have a whole different tune in my newsletter where I might be saying, let's get out of cocoa at the market, let's run for the hills or whatever. Okay, so that's why I put out the newsletter daily, because these things are just, they happen quick, and you got to be quick. But right now, if I had to make a guess, I think cocoa is going to continue higher, and I think this is going to be a good trade for us. I don't want to jinx this or anything. But okay, we'll look at this chart above here. This was like a downtrend line here, and again, that would have been kind of a buying area. I didn't really use that to buy, but that would be a good buying area, or that was again something I was looking at, but it wasn't really the reason I bought. But just the fact that this was kind of making a triangle type pattern or a consolidation, and I thought the trend was up because of the bands, and then I started getting some buy signals in here. That all kind of came together for cocoa, and now it's taken out this last high. Last Thursday it closed above the high, and then Friday it kind of put in almost a bar above the high, and now today it's gone a little higher. So this I consider another breakout through resistance, which is bullish, which is another good sign. And again, we're just taking this step by step, day by day, and we're just going to see what happens. And right now we're in at 30.50. It's trading about 3,300, and everything looks good for higher prices in cocoa. And that's right now. That's the only trade we're in the premium newsletter right now. I was going to go long wheat over the weekend, but I just thought, let's just see what cocoa does, because I didn't want, if cocoa were to have a down day today, and then if we were to go long wheat, and then wheat had a down day today, I just thought that would just be too much. Let's just see how cocoa did, and once we get this cocoa trade going for us, then we're going to be looking to add another position. I mean, if we get another good buy signal on something, we're going to take it. There's no doubt about that. But I also don't like to get too many things going sometimes. Again, right now we got a pretty good trade in cocoa, and I think that's plenty for now. And then we're, the next solid trade like this cocoa trade, will definitely be taking the next buy or sell signal, whichever comes up first. So just thanks for listening to my video. I appreciate it. And if you're interested in the premium newsletter, I'd sure like you to sign up, and I try to do my best to get you more trades like this cocoa trade. And Jim Robinson, signing off, ProfitTrading.com. Thanks a lot.